Hello everybody, welcome back to the part 2 on this tutorial. So we don't need to do anything else with the CSS, so we have everything set. We're gonna add now the logic on this calculator, and we just add some JSX and some React stuff. So for the beginning I would like to delete the H1 for the index GX. I don't like how it's looking, so let's just delete. It doesn't make any difference, it's just an H1. And after that I would like to add a method to the buttons. So I will say I'm trying to think a name for the method. Let's say const button pressed it. I think it's working with this name as well. We're gonna use an arrow function, and we're gonna try to get the value every time when we press a button. And after that we're gonna console.log this E, and we're gonna get a value target value. Okay, get target value, and just close this one, and let's try in the method on 7. Let's see, one click, and we're gonna call the method from top, button pressed. Okay, so for example, if okay, we can delete 74 and we can let blank at the moment. So in the console, supposed to have the value 7 every time when you click the button 7 on the calculator. So there you go, we have it. And on this this value we're gonna send to the index GX in the main root of the application. We're gonna make a variable with const, which say value it's equal with e target value. I misspelled it. Target value. Okay. Let's delete the first one with the console, and after that we're gonna send the props via child component to the parent component to just call a function or a method, I would like to say, from the child to the parents. Maybe I will just try to explain after I write the code. We're gonna be a bit easier to understand. We're gonna use the same stuff, button pressed it, and we're gonna call the function with the value which I assign top, which is value. I mean, maybe the name is not very inspired, value, but I think it's make the job. So here we're gonna go in the index, and we're gonna add the props to this component, which we can call button press, and we're gonna say it's equal with this button pressed. And after that we're gonna add a method which is called button press, is equal with value, for example. We're gonna use an arrow function, and we're gonna say console.log is equal with value, and we should get the number 7, which is coming from the button. To just test this one, we can just change here the value and just put 12, for example. We're gonna save, and we reset the console. So now when you press 7, we're supposed to get in the console 12, and this value coming from the button component. and we just render or console log the value from the index. Okay, so let's going back to put 7. Next step, we're gonna add this on click method on every button. Maybe it's a bit boring, but I was just trying to speed up a bit. Pum, pum. And we're gonna get another props from the main component to the button component, and here we're gonna have props instead empty, and we're gonna update every time the value. So basically the number is just going in from the child component to the parent component, and in the parent we're gonna have a main function which is just calculate exactly the result of the calculation, and after that we're gonna send via props the value back to the button component, and we can display with input div. Let me continue here. Okay, I have 3 more. Yeah, 3 more. Yeah. Okay. And with the equal, we're gonna put the same stuff. Okay, let me save this one. Oh shit. It's split a bit, but it's fine. Let's test a bit. So if we press 4, we have 4 in the console, 9 divided and equal 1 0 point, all clear. Okay, cool. So we have all the things we needed. Now I just created a state. So let's say state it's equal with result, and we're gonna put this object to be empty at the moment. I'm gonna explain in the moment why I put this one. So let's say if here we're gonna say this set state, gonna update the state with the value we receive from the button. Let's say result equal with this state that result plus value. No, it's an object, so we don't need to put closing stuff. And after that we're gonna add another props to the button. Oops, sorry, trying to make a bit better to read. So let's see, we're gonna call this one value input. Value input, it's equal with this state that result. And if yeah, let's save this one. So okay, we have this value input, and we're going in the button component, and instead to have here empty, we're gonna put this props equal that value component, and we don't need to use this because this component, it's a stateless component, so it's a function, it's not a class, so we don't need to use this. So for example, now yeah, we have everything here and doesn't clear, doesn't do anything, but at least update. Let me refresh. So if we press 7, we have 7, 8, we have 8, 9, and after that we have everything what you press is just getting on top each other, so supposed to working. Okay, let's refresh. So when this one is empty, we're supposed to have 0 Let's add a function in the value here. So let's see if it's equal with empty. We're gonna use ternary. Let's see if this one is true, it's equal to 0. If it's false, this state it's equal with result. So now we're gonna have the same thing, but when it's empty we have 0 from the start. So that is all the thing this code do. And we're gonna just update a bit this value press button. We're gonna put a simple condition. Maybe this code can be written in another way, but I will try to keep it simple as possible. So let's say if the value is equal with equal it sounds good. I will say this set state it's result that evolved. So evolved it's JavaScript function. So if you want to know more about this one, you can just looking on the JavaScript function. So basically, we don't need to call it. It's an object. So basically what this thing do is just get for example a string which is 8 plus 9 in two number, and then just adding. Maybe I will just show you to be a bit easier. So 8 plus 7 it's equal. Give me a second. If this one supposedly, if the value is this thing, okay, supposed to add this one. Let me save this one and just refresh. 8 plus 9 equals. Maybe the equal is not the right value. No, it's supposed to be the right value. So if the value is this one, just do this thing. Okay, it doesn't work because this one we're gonna be overwriting, so we need to put an else state here. So either one of the thing is just running and not both of them. So for example, now it's supposed to work 8 plus let's clear. No, it's not clear yet. 8 plus 9 equal 17, and we can just refresh again to see 1 plus 3 equal 4. So this thing, it's kind of work. It can be written in the other way, because as you can see in the problems, this function in JavaScript can be a bit uncontrolled and can just adding some problem to the whole application. Yeah, but at the moment we can keep like this. Let's add a bit more logic here. So for example, if else, we're gonna continue with this one. If else we press the clear. Let me make a bit space. So let's say if the value is equal with or clear, we need to set back the resulted to the original original state. What does it mean? We just put resulted or we can just copy from here basically. So if we press this one, we just turn everything to 0 basically, exactly like in the calculator view. So plus 2 it's equal this one and x, but okay, so we get error because we cannot calculate this one. Yes, let's okay, this one's supposed to be good. Resulted button. Let's check again the button to see if I just miss one click or something like this, but we are almost down. I mean, I don't think so. We can just add something, or I miss something from this tutorial. So let's test again. So let's see, 4 or 5 is equal 20. Sometimes we get the undefined, so we can just add another condition here. Maybe this one we're gonna be the last thing we're gonna do in this this project. So let's say if the value is equal with undefined, we're gonna say this set state equal with result and value. This one's supposed to just fix the problem with undefined. So we have divided by 7, we get a very big number. Of course, we can just split the number to have just 4 decimal or something like this, but I don't think so it's necessary. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and let me know if you have a question or a suggestion for this project. I will let the code in the comment, so you can just fork and just modify the code and just doing a bit better, or just use it for the own project. So it's your business. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.